This is a Costco 2011 high-top dining room table with a dark brown stain and a semi-gloss finish. It stands at 40 inches in height, a good foot higher than your typical dining room or kitchen table. It comes with 6 chairs, all of which are bar stool style extra high to fit the table. The 6 chairs are covered in a faux leather black upholstery. There's no real reason for the height of this table. It's not like you need a higher vantage point from which to scan your family room. The only reason perhaps to have a table of this height is to prohibit a small dog from being able to jump up and get to the stray antidepressants haphazardly left on the table. The table features an optional central panel which is accessed by a metal clamp mechanism on the underside of the table. This expands the surface area significantly, allowing for phones, golf tees, ties, said antidepressants, lip balm, leftover Father's Day cards, scissors, some sort of weird pump, and random discount cards. The height of this table is completely gratuitous. There is really no reason for its being. It has very little value in the universe, which I feel is a perfect introductory representation of my first guest, the cell phone filmers. I'm Justy Jones, and this is Table It. All right, you ready? All right, welcome to Table It, where we tackle the issues of the day and then stop very quickly. The way this works is we put a topic on the table, we all talk about it, and then when we become too pissed off about it or too ignorant about it, we say table it and we move on, okay? Just gonna talk naturally about subjects. The first one on the table is something that's in the news, it's very important, it's going on, and you probably know what I'm gonna say, crotch sweat.
Well, unfortunately, you picked a topic that
This side of the table.
that we have a lot of information on.
It's
And
the
if
crotch
you-
sweat side.
If you wanted this discussion to be short, you picked the wrong topic.
Right.
This might go the full hour.
This is one that's near and dear to my heart.
I was gonna bring I have 2 antiperspirant sticks. One for my underarms, one specifically for the crack of my ass and my taint.
Is it the same brand?
Yeah, which...
It's not, but it could be.
What
It's just
scent?
a white solid. It's not about the scent, it's about antiperspirant because my underarms don't
Not
sweat that
just
much.
straight
I can
deodorant.
use deodorant on the underarms,
Right.
but I can get up. It might even be wet now, even though I use it.
You're gonna leave a mark on the...
No, I can't
This
see
This gets all wet.
Starting up, I
I
know
think
that.
I put the deodorant on.
Is it your crotch or behind your crotch?
It's from here.
On sweat or water?
Taint and ass.
Because I have like from a
It's a swamp
from a
bath.
shower. 'Cause
Swamp bath. But like
I leave that
in the
on
plane
seats.
yesterday, it was
Water
freezing.
or-
I think it's water.
Freezing. Armpits
You'll
dry. Got up. Just
So
wet ass.
Drenched.
Can we
Drenched.
talk about, you told us how you discovered that your crotch smelled. Can you do you remember what you said?
Well, I don't shower in the morning, and I guess I was bent over to pick something up. And
No,
I
you,
Get
said
that
you
low.
said you were putting the trash away. It's something in your kitchen trash can. And I'm trying to figure, that's what you told us. And I'm trying to figure out what
Yeah.
method you put something in the kitchen trash and why you're
Well,
bending.
any level of bending forward, I got closer.
And you
and it
smell
smells
something.
like a dead animal.
What's the typical
over the
range?
trash, which is like rotted fish. I picked that scent up over.
So maybe it wasn't your crotch, it was the
No, it
trash.
was definitely crotch smell.
What's the range? How close do you have to be?
I could be standing up if it's really bad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But again, it's not even the smell so much because I don't just
Yeah, heat
like empty a
rises.
bottle of Axe spray there. Or I Febreze my underwear and my pants.
Of course.
This is a normal. This is
Have you used Axe spray?
Yeah, this is a normal. What I do, like if I get out of the shower, I will take the antiperspirant, cram it up, and it's got a new like you know how the shape is like you go like this. It's tapered in like an airplane, like it's fatter on this side and thinner this way from like rubbing it up. Then I might even spray some Axe spray over that, or some antideodorant Dove cucumber flavored antiperspirant spray.
Why don't you just shower in the morning?
I'm saying this is what I do after I shower.
But that's in the evening.
Well, I shower before I got here. Depends, but
Well, I think I've identified your problem.
I should shower probably.
You gotta
in the
shower
morning.
in the morning.
I think it's
Barely
you don't need
shower.
9 like levels of deodorant.
But
No,
like,
I
even
still need
if
that.
I shower,
Shower
like
in the morning.
and then I do something, it'll sweat.
You know,
Might
this
smell.
is why I have the invention, and butt deodorant is an extension, but butt soap, a separate bar of soap meant for your butt crack.
We're
because-
gonna get to 0 other topics. I could talk for this.
We can edit.
7
You ever
hours.
heard of editing?
No.
I
Well,
think-
you have it bad too, so you should
Yeah.
talk
I've got
about it.
50.
No, I've always said that the amazing thing for me is I can shower in the morning and 2 minutes later,
Yes.
it's a problem.
Well, it's like if you're sweating and you
Smelling.
shower, you still sweat, so you're sweating beforehand.
That's right. Yeah.
But I've showered, put on my underwear, rub a finger like between your thigh and your whatever that is.
Yeah.
That already smells.
What is the area between your thigh and
It's not the taint.
Yeah,
We
what's
need
the
a new
name of
We
the?
need a new
Wait,
name
for
for
that
that
line.
line.
Groins?
Yeah.
That
We're
line
gonna
right
Google.
Groin.
No, the groin is like the actual, like
No,
the
I think
line
he's
where it
right.
connects.
No, I think he's
The
right.
groin is that.
He's a soccer.
No, just the
He's a
line.
soccer coach. He
Just
knows.
this part.
We thought he was gonna be the dummy.
No,
Just
he's.
that. A bunch of products out there that I've tried. One's called Fresh Balls. It's like a powder. It's a cream, excuse me, that's supposed to be a drying powder. I've tried that, doesn't work.
So that's for this.
There's like Gold Bond, there's menthol powders, all sorts of
It's a
talcs.
whole-
I've been
could be a whole
talking. You know how much
thing.
talc I've used in my life? I've been talking since probably high school.
Right.
And then I read like talc causes cancer, and some
Is that
woman won
right?
like $500 million because she got ovary cancer because the talc got in her hoo-ha.
You're gonna get groin cancer.
I'm worried. I don't know, but
Everything
so
causes cancer.
the talc I used to use for wetness didn't just
Talc
not
is what
enough.
people say is your first line of defense. Because I
Not
remember someone saying,
nearly
secret to
enough.
life
I've-
is a little talc.
I've gone beyond talc.
Who said that?
It's like the
It's
alcoholic
the guy
needs
from
to go
college
beyond
I'm
beer.
still in touch with.
Might have to
So there's
table
a
that.
couple other
Wow.
products that are supposed to
We unlocked a
smell,
couple chambers in the gun here.
Yeah, this is a bad first topic.
perspiration stuff,
Yeah.
but none of them, and I don't know if this is a health issue or what, like if you look at the ingredients in antiperspirant, it's aluminum
That's right.
hydrochloride or something like that. And a lot of people don't think that's safe or something.
You sweating on your nose? Turn on your groin area.
What aluminum does is it fills up your sweat pores, and it kind of, when the sweat hits, it kind of turns to a gel, so they don't come out. So it's basically clogging up your sweat pores, and that you're supposed to sweat. Your body's
So what
releasing
happens
something.
then? You pant? Like a
I don't know.
dog?
It could get irritated or something or other, but
So
I don't have a
shouldn't wear
choice.
aluminum pants.
A lot of people think aluminum causes cancer or bad stuff.
Jesus, we use aluminum foil.
I
All right,
know.
you know what? Table it.
I can go on.
This is what's going on
Can I
forever.
get into
I
We
aluminum?
all good with table? We got table.
I think the
Table.
best way to wrap this up, we'll table it, is that this is an issue that a lot of
We need
men are
help.
struggling with.
We need
certainly
better
not to the
products.
degree that you're struggling with it.
We
but
need better
people are-
products.
yeah.
And I've been trying to come up with products, so.
Let's put on the table driving. I think driving is hard,
Clearly.
and I don't drive well.
Well, you're like an absent-minded professor. A lot of people who are very book smart are not smart at functioning.
That's right. There's different types of intelligence.
driving
Yeah.
intelligence.
There's driving
Like
intelligence.
so chauffeurs are like the smartest people in the
No,
driving
they're good
intelligence.
at, actually, they're terrible.
No, I would say
They're
race car
taxi driver.
drivers are at
Smart
the,
it is.
yeah, they're at the highest of that.
How would you describe me as somebody who has a fair share of speeding tickets?
I would say that you have
But pretty safe.
you have not safe. You have talent
safe.
and ability. You don't
No,
have
I-
focus and concentration.
It doesn't apply for almost everything in his
Yeah.
life.
No,
You don't use your windshield wipers.
That's
Wow.
correct.
Literally, when it's pouring.
Why not safe?
Well, I do now because it's automatic, but I've always said that I enjoy, especially in a good snow, I like to watch the defrost kind of do its thing, and I
But
don't.
it's rain too.
It's dangerous.
It's both.
That's
And you
dangerous.
can't see, or did you get LASIK?
I got LASIK, but I still can't see somehow.
I can't stand, and this is probably OCD, like, I use my windshield wiper fluid 50 times a day driving. I go, have you ever filled up your own windshield wiper fluid?
No.
I've never filled
I
up
go to
anything
20
in my
bottles
car.
a year.
Immediately you need to-
Because I just
I've never
constantly
done
know
it.
what I have to do.
Have you tried that on your crotch?
Maybe that's
Oh.
the secret. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I can't stand
Sure,
any
causes
dirt or
cancer.
smudge. It has to be perfectly clear.
Well,
So I get out, and I've done this in your car. I have to reach over and clean it. I can't.
Yeah, I've noticed
I
that,
need
and I don't.
Well,
like
have you
that.
ever sat
Let me
on
take
your
some more of these Lexapros.
Have you? The dog does a real deal.
It's not here.
road rage, and not your road rage. People on the
against
road
you.
with you. Yes.
We might want to get.
Yes.
What, he
wanna
gets
do
mad
I
that.
at?
drive like a student
Or
driver.
he
Yeah.
cowers in fear.
What about
Fear.
the time where
Anti-road.
You
He's
got
road
consistently
fear.
10 miles an hour below
Well,
the speed limit.
What about where?
Yeah, and that keeps me safe.
That's
Oh,
not
that's
safe.
not safe.
That's
Not
dangerous.
safe.
not
That's
safe.
dangerous.
Agree to disagree.
Dangerous. No, you can
For
get a ticket
everybody
for
else.
that.
But let's get back. All right, driving. You want to table that? We good?
Let's table that.
Okay.
Table it.
Let's move on to Mr. Rogers. Okay. Did anyone see that documentary?
Yeah, hero. He's a hero.
How's
Yeah,
that?
it is.
I think we're all going to agree here.
Yeah.
You're tired, aren't you? You're barely getting a word out.
No.
He's intimidated.
He doesn't have the
Intimidated by
thoughts.
the intelligence
He doesn't have
here.
the thoughts that other
We've
people
talked
have.
about
Good.
crotches and.
Well, you know, Mr.
Everybody
Rogers,
says
you
smart.
teach kids. So
Yeah.
Which is
I went to see him when I was a kid.
Is he a mentor to you? Would you say someone
Yeah, I
guide you
would
the way
say
you
so.
approach teaching?
I'd say in a way. So the guy's like,
Did Mr. Rogers wear sleeveless shirts?
I'd imagine
Different
he did.
I think if you
His personal time.
under the
Well, there are all the rumors of his tattoos and stuff, but he didn't have tattoos.
But your style of teaching is way more high energy. He was soothe the kids, and you're
Yeah, but
silly,
the message is the same.
which is what.
Same. I agree.
Kindness,
Love.
fun.
love, fun,
That's right.
education.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you? He did not like most of the children's entertainment was fast, frenetic, right?
Like me.
Yes, very in your face, quick cuts, a lot of obnoxiousness, and that's where almost all children's television is now. Do you dislike that, or like current children's TV? You may not watch it because you don't have children.
Or you may not have an opinion or a thought.
I don't have either. I don't watch it. I count on Mr. Rogers still.
All right, so it sounds like Kurt wants
Let me
to
tell a
table.
story about the documentary.
Table.
No, hold on. Kurt's good. Mr. Rogers weighed 143 pounds his whole adult life.
Which means I love you.
He did that right. His favorite number was 143 because one, the letter I, love has 4 letters and U has 3 letters. He swam every day, and
I
he.
saw the documentary.
Okay, so his whole life he had the will to maintain a weight. What is the
Bill,
longest?
that's insanity.
What's the longest you?
Obsessiveness.
For 50 years he had the same weight. I don't think you've had the same weight for 50 minutes.
No, if you remember the one New Year's where we tried to get me to 200 pounds
From like 194.
from like 194 at the beginning of the night.
Did we get it? Didn't
We got it.
Yeah,
We got it.
yeah, that was awesome.
We got
What
it.
did we do to you?
A lot of soda and this and stuff.
Wow. That's disgusting.
Ate a ton.
Yeah.
We got Kurt 6 pounds in I think an hour and a half.
6 pounds on New Year's Eve.
Was that the one where
Now,
I forgot
I'd
to
love
kiss
to
my
get-
girlfriend because I had so little experience with women on New Year's Eve? I didn't know that was a tradition.
Yeah.
8 months old.
Yeah, I would think so.
Maggie doesn't.
Now I'd like to get to 200 pounds. I'm over
Down?
it. Yeah, I'm over
Excuse
it.
me?
Down.
You don't say get to.
You're over 200.
You're over it.
I'm over it.
Get down to.
Get down to.
Get two is the same thing. I still want to get there.
Well,
It's like you're trying to achieve going up. Like I'm gonna bench press 200 pounds.
I did notice.
Fair, but I'm
That's
still
250.
getting
I want to get up to
somewhere.
140, but I'm benching 220.
Right.
I want to get to 140, but I'm
Right.
bench pressing 220.
That's
Right.
what I'm-
Yeah.
You did
tomatoes,
tower
tomatoes.
over me.
How much do you all oscillate in weight?
I'm all over the place.
I somehow don't. I look a lot fatter from time to time, but my weight is pretty much always around the same.
But you look constantly different. Your cheeks sometimes.
It's
Kurt says, like
crazy.
your wisdom teeth are
yeah,
full.
and then I weigh myself, and it's always the
It'll be
same.
water weight.
Is your
What are you?
scale, bro?
Like
Golf.
184.
Wow, I'd love to get to that.
I don't look it. I mean, you know,
I'm 206.
Get
I
down.
carry most
I'm
of it in
around
my
there
head.
and about 6
You
inches
carry
short.
most of it in your.
I'm
I
a
carry
hot-
most of
it's
it
in
in
your
my
head.
cheeks. I
Yeah.
carry most
in
of it
your
in my cheeks.
nose, like me.
In my nose and cheeks.
There's no way. Like 4 or 5 years ago, you're way skinnier.
That's right. Oh well, yeah.
Well, a lot of our
I was thinner then,
medications
I'm
is
just
that.
saying that. Yeah.
I'm gonna go
It's
with
basically
that.
based on
Medication.
medications
Yeah.
for all of us.
Yeah.
For all of us, that affects our weight, which medications we're on at any given time.
But it doesn't
What
fluctuate
is
that
this?
much for some reason.
What did you leave on the
I think that's Lexapro. We
You
determined.
can't
That's
just
not
leave
much,
that.
bro.
Take
You ever
it.
have a doctor make fun of your
It is.
weight?
Is it?
How'd the doctor make fun of your weight?
The guy was an ENT too.
I have
It's
to
like,
consistently
slow
say
down,
you
buddy.
could drop a couple.
Like, how much do you weigh? I said 180. He's like, boy, you should really be 160 at the most.
Like, that's a recommendation. That's not making fun of you.
The way he said it is to me, your bedside manner is terrible.
It's no business of the.
Well, the other doctor told me I was a ticking time bomb.
TNT should not be made.
My health issues.
My doctor told me to drop 20 pounds. I didn't take that as making fun
It's
of
different. You know, you really should lose 20 pounds. Like, the way he said it was insulting.
How do you say it again? The ENT? Why
Yeah,
was it
ENT.
ENT? That is.
Because
Trying to
I
reenact.
was thought I might have sleep
I'm the-
apnea.
Okay, I'm you. Hey, you gonna check out my
You
nose?
fat fuck. You need to lose.
Is that what he
50
said?
pounds.
That is insulting.
That's insulting.
That is
Yeah,
insulting.
it's kind of like
I
that.
think that's a health advice. I'm trying to think of doctors that have made fun of me because I've had a lot of. You know, can I talk
I
about
get the dentist all the time.
What does he make fun of your teeth?
Yeah, every time.
How does he make fun of you?
Every time.
I
He's
think
got
these are
chiclets.
just
He's got little
recommendations.
chiclets for
Medical-
teeth. Look, show him.
Smile.
You got little chiclets.
What's wrong with
What's
my
wrong
teeth?
with his teeth?
Look how tiny they are.
Let me see. Bigger smile.
I don't know how
Those
you
are tiny.
I don't know how you choose anything.
What are you talking about?
Look how tiny his teeth are.
teeth.
Teeth aren't tiny.
Oh, I've got great
Somebody's a
Why
grinder.
are yours like yours look like Jay's groin?
The way they're shaped.
teeth. Look at this.
They're like this, like Jay's groin.
Sweaty? No, look, that's grinding. It's not.
Yeah, I do
It
grind.
goes like this.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't
what they
have a
say
bite
every
guard?
time. Do you
So what does your
grind?
dentist
bite
say to
guard?
you that
No.
insults you?
Should
Yeah.
do that.
What does your dentist say that insults
You're
you?
in
Yeah, it's every time it's you grind. I get that all the time.
My dentist
they're wearing
said
the
they
enamel off.
should breed this guy based on my bite. You should breed this guy.
The same dentist said
I'm
if
always
there was an
late.
Olympics for teeth grinding, you'd be a gold medalist.
I would.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I get.
I
You
would-
should wear a mouth guard when you sleep.
Yeah. Mine was
Your
your
enamels wearing
cholesterol puts you at risk for heart disease. I'm like, fuck you. Don't make fun of
Did your
me.
doctor call you a ticking time bomb?
That's
Mine
not good
did.
terminology.
I also
sounds
wouldn't
negative.
trust a guy that wants to breed based off of someone's teeth.
Yeah.
What
Like, I
about
think there's other
your
things that
the
are
doctor
wrong.
said you're fine?
That's how we ended up with bulldogs.
Not to go off topic, I don't want to table this yet, but you have diarrhea every day. And in,
Not
in
every
big box
day, and
stores.
interesting enough, every time I go to Home Depot or Lowe's hardware store, diarrhea. I don't know if it's the wood or whatever.
Something Pavlova.
Something
It's like
gets me
having
going
coffee.
there.
Yeah.
Pavlova. But I noticed in Scotland it was a lot less. I think it is this food, the spicy food, because everything.
And
there
what
is
did your
bland.
doctor say to you? When you told him
I
you
said,
eat
well, I
spicy
eat a
food?
lot of spicy food. No, that doesn't cause chili. Chilies don't cause diarrhea. They're fine. It's just you might be allergic to something.
And what ethnicity was he?
Indian. And then my colorectal guy,
Looking at your phone.
who's also Indian, said the same thing.
That spicy food doesn't cause diarrhea.
As he munched on
Men
a
don't fight.
jalokia
Yeah.
and sutured up my thrombosed hemorrhoid.
My eye doctor, I used to memorize the eye charts every year, so I would go in and try to beat them. APEOT. They didn't change them. Meanwhile, I can't see. I couldn't see.
Yeah, you're hurting yourself there, right?
Yeah, but I wanted to beat the doctor.
Yeah.
And when I took the eye test recently. Speaking of driving, and I passed it, and I'm like, no, this test needs to be harder.
Yeah. So it's still the same now.
No, I don't memorize the driver, but I could see
How are
it.
your eyes?
I think they're
Did you
terrible.
get laser eye surgery?
Yeah, but 23 years ago.
I took a driver's test one time and I failed.
I failed the written
I
part
failed
first.
the eye test. I failed
How do you
the.
fail the written part? They tell you the answer.
I missed 4 of the first 7. I was out.
Yeah.
The screen flashed, you failed. I just looked around and then walked out.
Yeah.
They're making fun of you.
They did. It was
Because
bullying.
it's like winning. No one fails that.
I failed
They're
it.
so excited.
I failed it.
Ding, 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 fail. We got one here.
First 7. First 7 questions.
I ran the first.
Next time I got 20.
They didn't even let you go to
I didn't get to do the rest of the test. I was done. 4 to 7. And I just looked around and.
Not completed.
All right.
That was like the. Now, but hold on one
all
second.
right.
Hey.
I don't want to be the only one saying table.
The only class I ever failed was like a spreadsheet class in college. Again, pretty easy
That's
stuff.
not a class.
That was
Yeah, it is.
one credit.
Spreadsheets, beginner spreadsheets.
Yeah.
This was in the 90s.
I took a spreadsheet
They were
class.
due.
Aced it.
I
The
knew.
whole class.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know how to use spreadsheets.
I didn't know how to put the codes in
Yeah,
to do it, so I
that's hard.
manually typed the whole thing out, knowing it was wrong, but quickly handed it to the professor and walked out because I was embarrassed of my answers, knowing full well I would fail. But I wanted to present something to him.
It's like,
Fail,
fail.
I'll take my answers off the
I'll take them off the line.
You
Like,
just have to
here,
do it once
I wrote the
and
whole
then
thing
it's
out
50
instead of putting in
somewhere.
any codes, and then I left before he could stop me.
You just
because
wanted
my
the
answers were
dignity
so wrong.
of handing something.
Yeah, that I did the work.
Yeah.
I did it.
All right.
Table it.
All right. Next topic on the table is gun control. Now you guys, this is interesting because you are traditionally more conservative. Jay, I don't know what you are, and
That's
I'm more.
exactly what I
I
am.
used to stay in the middle, but now comparably, I'm done too.
Yeah. We noticed.
Anyway, what's your stance on gun control?
Table it.
Table it.